I am back with the Epiphone exclusive run Flying V. Now, I had an amazing epiphany the other day. I was messing around with some of the other preamps I have for the Syn1 desktop preamp, and one of them is the Dr. Z Wreck. And when I plugged this thing into that module, man, some magic happened. And it ended up being almost exactly what I was looking for when I actually first purchased this guitar. I was looking for some sort of a humbucker going through a bright, chimey Fender type amp. And the Z Wreck is more on the Vox line, but man, it's just so cool. So a few things I noticed right away was like the dynamics. Now, these ProBucker pickups are awesome, man. This guitar was only $650, and the only thing I did to it was put in a good set of locking tuners. And it really made me want to play slow and like easy and like soak in the notes and all that stuff. Because, you know, the type of music that I like, there's a lot of dynamics involved. There's a lot of right-hand technique and different things like that. So when I plugged it into that Z Wreck, man, I was blown away. And I just wanted to share this with you guys because, you know, I don't want to just do review the guitars and then move on to the next one. You know, I like to try to live with these guitars for a little bit and really explore some of the options and upgrade them where it's needed and do all that. So if you're into this kind of thing, give it a like, subscribe, or a share. I really do appreciate all the comments. You guys are awesome with that, and feel free to ask any question anytime, and I will do my best to answer them. And so yeah, let's take a listen to this and just do a little bit more of a sound check with it so you guys can hear what I'm talking about, hopefully. So I'm running through my Syn1 desktop preamp with the Z Wreck module, and I've got a little bit of reverb on here, but I'm also running through my pedal board, but I'm not using anything. It's just basically direct to the Z Wreck. Now, this is more of a trying to show a little bit about dynamic playing with just the guitar and the amp, and not even so much of using the volume knob, just because this setup is just, to me, it feels so dynamic and so good. Now, I'm also, my background is live music and guitar building, so my recording process is pretty amateurish, but I'm learning as I go, and so I'm just trying to do the best I can with it. So if it sounds more like demo quality, you know why. So anyway, this is on the neck pickup. And so you can really hear the difference between the pick attack, right? Like with using the pick and using your fingers. And it's very subtle, but it really helps, you know, convey emotion, right? Like if I just say that, you know, and then if I did it with my fingers, it's very subtle, but you can definitely hear it with this setup. Now, you know, and it does double stops. You know, it really has that like grit and feel to it, but it also, you know, you can also go real quiet. Now I'm not touching my volume knob at all. I'm just going to play with a lighter hand on my right hand. You hear how it, as I pick harder, how the gain kind of raises and lowers. And that's real expressive, you know what I mean? Like, you can play just a couple of notes and really convey emotion with that. So that's kind of what I wanted to just to show you guys, is that like this setup with this, the Z Wreck module with this guitar and these pickups, the Pro Buckers, it really made this guitar come alive. And I couldn't believe what I was getting when I started playing with this. Like, I mean, not my playing, but like the sound that was coming out was just amazing, and I was just having a great time with it. So. And then if I just use my fingers too. You know, you can really hear that. So that's on the neck pickup. We'll do the two pickups together, and it's the same thing. I mean, you can really hear the subtle nuance with using your pick and your fingers, and it's nice, you know, that nice and quiet. 'Cause I don't always like to, you know, I don't always like to just turn my volume knob down. I mean, when I want to get super low, yeah, but there's times when you're playing a solo and you just want to hit that nice little, you know, and kind of go between hard and soft with your picking hand, and it really, you know, you can really hear the difference when you're doing that. So that's the two pickups together. Let's do the bridge pickup. Now the bridge pickup is a little bit bright, but you know, I'm accepting that because it sounds so good in the neck pickup. So through my board, this would be like my bass sound. You know what I mean? Like my bass line clean sound. And running through the Z Wreck, it's got just enough grit where I really dig it. And then I would, you know, use my pedals to get more gain and stuff. But, you know, you can really hear the dynamics and how, you know, like it's just this really cool. It's a beefy, but yet, you know, it's got a lot of high end and mid range where it really makes everything come alive. And when you're playing, you know, dynamically, you can really evoke, you know, that emotion that you wanna get out of you. You know what I mean? Like, so let me know what you guys think. Have you come across anything that's good? Now, also, I am not affiliated with anybody. I am just having a good time reviewing these guitars and sharing with you guys what I find with it, with all this stuff. So there's no links in the description or anything like that. You know, get the guitar where you want. I think it's a great guitar. I think it's a great buy, man. And I just couldn't couldn't let this go without having to at least kind of show you guys how dynamic I found this to be and how expressive I feel like I can be with this guitar and that preamp setup. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think, and we will talk to you on the next one. Thank you.